everyone. Welcome back for another Radical Readers first chapter reading with me, Miss Hannah. So today we're going to be reading the first chapter in this book called Stella Batts Needs a New Name, and it's by Courtney Sheinmel and illustrated by Jennifer A. Bell, and it was published by Sleeping Bear Press. So we're going to read the introduction and the first chapter of this book. So this is a special book. It has an introduction here right at the beginning. And then there's Stella Batts. There's some drawings in this book. Now, if you end up liking the introduction in the first chapter of this book, you can check out the book with us. We have in-library appointments. You just have to give us a call. And then you can come in and browse our collection and check out this book and many more. Or we can also do a curbside pickup where you drive up or walk up or ride your bike up, and then we have the bag of books for you. Now, we also have our databases. So I will link this book in the description if you would like to check out the ebook for this book, okay? So let's get started reading. So introduction. That means some background at the beginning of the story. My name is Stella Batts, and I'm going to be a writer when I grow up, because writing is one of my favorite things. Except I'm not waiting until I grow up, because this is my first book. It's going to be an autobiography. That means I'm writing it, and it's all about me. I'm 8 years old, and I live in California. I was born at a hospital in a city called San Francisco, and now I live in a house in a town called Summers. You say it like Summers, like the season. My favorite place in Summers is my parents' candy store, which is called Batts Confections. Confections is just a big word that means candy. They sell M&Ms, gumdrops, jelly beans, toffee, and basically any other sweets that you can imagine. There's also a special fudge counter. The fudge is made at our store, and it's called Stella's Fudge. It was named after me because fudge is one of my favorite things to eat. I know how to make it too, but I'm not allowed to write it here because it's our family secret recipe. Here is some of my other favorite things: the color yellow, using big words, dolphins, getting to press the buttons in the elevator, and making lists. When this book is finished, it's going to be in all of the bookstores, and anyone can buy it. It'll say, "By Stella Batts" in big letters on the cover. I'll be famous and people will know my name, except my name is not one of my favorite things. Last week, something happened on our class at Nature Walk that I don't really want to write about. This is my book, so I get to pick what's in it. But afterwards, this boy in my class named Joshua called me Smella. He would have never said what he did if I was born with a different name. Also, I think maybe if I had another name, it would look better on the cover of a book. I'm not sure what else I should write, so that is the end of my introduction. Chapter 1. It's not fair. My sister Penny came into my room without knocking, even though there's a sign on the door that says, "This is Stella's room. If you are not Stella, then please knock." I made the sign myself. It's on yellow construction paper, and we have a package of construction paper in all different colors. I always pick yellow until those sheets run out. Penelope isn't a good reader yet because she's only 5, but she knows what my sign says because I've told her. "Guess what? My tongue is purple," Penny announced. "You have to knock first," I reminded her. "I forgot," Penny said. She turned around and walked back, and then she knocked on the door. "Who is it?" I asked. "It's me, Penny," Penny said. Thank you for knocking, I said. My parents get mad if Penny and I don't say please and thank you. You may come in. So Penny came back in, and she was carrying Belinda. Belinda's not a person, she's a stuffed animal, a duck-billed platypus stuffed animal. If you want to know, it's Penny's favorite toy, because the boy named Maverick, who lives next door, gave it to her. And Penny always calls Maverick her boyfriend. Right then, Penny was in her pajamas. She gets ready for bed before I do because her bedtime is a half hour before mine. My tongue is still purple from the candy marker, Penny said. Candy markers are a new kind of treat from Batts Confections. Dad brought them home so Penny and I could test them out at dessert. They come in all different flavors. Each flavor is a different color. Purple is grape. You can paint your tongue with them, and then your tongue tastes really yummy. And I had a cherry one, which made my tongue red. Super red. Not like just the regular red like tongues usually are. What are you doing? Penny asked. I'm writing a book, I said. Neato, said Penny. Let me see. No, I said. Why? She asked. Because it's my book, I told her, and I don't want to show it to anyone until I'm finished. Like when you go into a bookstore, you don't get to see the books until they're already written. It's not fair, Penny said. That's what she says whenever I don't include her and stuff. Penny stomped out of my room. I knew she was going to tell on me. That's what 5-year-old sisters do. And I was right because she came back in with my mom. I didn't do anything wrong, I told my mom right away. Mom sat down on my bed, and Penny stuck her purple tongue out at me. But Mom didn't see. Mom, I said, Penny stuck her tongue out. That's not allowed. I was just showing you that it's still purple, Penny said. So then I stuck my tongue out at Penny. Oh, Stell, Mom said. I was just showing her mine, which was still really red, I replied. All right, enough of that, Mom said. Penny says you're writing a book. That's right, I am, I told her. I want to be a writer. Me too, Penny said. I'm going to be a princess and a candy store owner and a writer. That's too many things, I said. No, it's not, Penny said. Mom, right? You'll be very busy, but I'm sure you can do it all, Mom told her. She didn't want to be a writer until I said I wanted to. She's always copying me, I complained. Sometimes I like Penny to copy me, but sometimes I don't. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, Mom said. She says that whenever I get upset about Penny trying to be like me. Imitation is another word for copying, and flattery is like saying something nice about someone. But I can't write as fast as Stella can, Penny whined. Maybe Stella can help you tomorrow, Mom said. I shrugged. Maybe, I said. I was still mad about Penny telling on me and then sticking out her tongue. Why don't you make Stella help me now? Penny asked. Because now it's time for you to go to bed, Mom told her. I don't have to take a bath, so I still have time, Penny told her. Mom's rule is that Penny and I have to take baths every other night. You're right about the bath. You're wrong about the time, Mom told her. Okay, but I have to go to the bathroom first. And you have to flush, Penny said. Penny is afraid to flush the toilet. She thinks maybe she'll get sucked in if she stands too close while the water is going down. Mom says I was the same way when I was little, but I'm not sure because I don't remember that at all. Okay, Mom said, and then you have to brush your teeth and then pick out a story. Hey, Mom, guess what? Penny said. What? Mom asked. I can brush my teeth and dance at the same time, Penny told her. I can't wait to see, Mom said. Then she turned to me. And you, my little writer, have 10 minutes left before you have to change into pajamas. Maybe I'll take a bath, I said. Oh, honey, you really don't have enough time, Mom said. Are you sure? I asked. I think I might need one. You took one last night, Mom said. You're still clean. Here, help me up. She held out her hand, and I stood up and grabbed it. Even with me helping, Mom still needed to push her other hand down on the bed. She stood up very slowly and said, "Ah." Then she and Penny walked out of the room, and I sat back down at the desk. The reason why it's hard for Mom to get up is because she's pregnant. Mom and Dad say the baby will be born in a month and a half. They also say it's going to be a boy named Theodore. We are going to call him Teddy for short, and Teddy is a nickname for Theodore, even though it doesn't really sound like it is. Penny is a nickname too. Her real name is Penelope. I don't have a nickname. Sometimes people call me Stell, but that's not the same thing. It's not a real nickname. Smella is definitely not a nickname. Okay, I'll write about what happened on the nature walk, but not the whole thing. Our teacher, Mrs. Finkel, told us to hurry up, so then I did. But I tripped over and fell over this branch, and I don't even want to say what I landed in. It was too gross. So I'm going to leave out that part. Then Joshua was laughing, and that's when he started calling me Smella. I'm not a smelly girl or anything like that, but I thought maybe I should take a bath tonight just in case. I hate that he can make up something like that about my name. I hate that Stell rhymes with smell, and I don't really like my name Stella anymore at all. I think it would be good to have a name that had a real nickname. Penelope is a way better name. It sounds like a sing-songy name, and Penny is the perfect nickname for it. But Stella isn't a sing-songy name. It only has 2 syllables, and it doesn't have any good nicknames. I got to be the older sister, but Penny got to have the best name. It's not fair, I said when Mom and Penny had left the room, but I said it in my head, not out loud like Penny does. Then I stood up and clicked my heels together 3 times. That's what I do if I'm making a wish. I got it from the movie Wizard of Oz. In the movie, the girl named Dorothy clicks her heels together when she wanted to go home. I think that trick might work for wishes too. After that, Mom came back in the room and said it was time for me to get ready for bed. I was done with the first chapter, so it was a good time to take a break anyway. So that was chapter 1. Chapter 2 is Fill in the Mrs. Blank. I wonder who Mrs. Blank is. So if you enjoyed this story, remember you can check it out with us and finish the whole thing. I'm so glad you were able to join me today in reading the first chapter of this book. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.